Protein, everything the body needs.
You eat when you want, what you want, and how you want.
Protein pizza burrito time. So I'm very excited. I'm a big fan of Veronica Card. She's here to join us today. Veronica, do you want to tell us who you are?
Yes, I am Veronica Card. I am a powerlifter, a competitive powerlifter. I started powerlifting competitively about 2 years ago. The whole thing I started about 6 years ago when my second son was born, and things have been going well ever since.
Yeah, I've been following you probably, I guess, since your competitive journey. It's been a couple years now. Found you on the Facebook group Eat, Train, Progress, which is a hilarious, entertaining, informative, such a fun group.
Yeah, it's great.
And you're a monitor there. And it's how many people are in there? It's pretty big.
Oh, we have 18,000 now, I think. It's a very big group. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's my favorite Facebook group. You know, there's a lot of training, but there's also a lot of fun. So.
For sure. And tons of food.
Yes.
And so, I wanted to speak with you because I kind of wanted to get a perspective from a powerlifter's point of view regarding nutrition. I'm not a powerlifter, but I weight train every day. And my goal more so is physique and body composition. I like being lean. And I know that does play a role in powerlifting, but I kind of wanted to get an understanding of what a powerlifter, how they see food around their training, or, how it may be different from someone that's, just typically weight training to build muscle versus building strength.
Well, nutritionally, I've heard it a million times. If you're competing in powerlifting for your first competition, don't even think about weight classes or anything like that, because you want all your strength to be there. You just want to do what you normally do. But I've personally been on both ends of the extreme. Right now, I'm trying to bulk, which is gain weight, and stay in the higher weight class. And that's had its own set of challenges. I never thought I'd be one of those girls that's like struggles to eat and get enough calories, because it used to drive me crazy when I was in the cutting phase. But right now, as far as food goes, I try to hit a certain protein goal every day, about 140 grams of protein. And other than that, I just kind of let my calories fall to be what they are. I get whatever fats, whatever carbs come to me. And I don't focus as much on nutrition maybe as I should sometimes, but sometimes like the higher calorie foods are what I need. So, sometimes junk food it is.
Right.
Now, beforehand, when I was trying to stay in the lower weight class, which was 60 kg, that's not my body's natural place to be. So I had to watch my food very closely then. And that was a lot different.
And I guess on a personal level, what would make it easier for you to, remain in a caloric deficit or trying to cut?
Cutting, I want to say for me, there was a lot of like mental stuff there, because like I would want to eat all the things and eat all the sweets and everything. But mostly if I just like keep, I guess, a specific types of food around that I know I can reach for, and kind of keep my fridge and my pantry stocked similarly every week. That was the best way for me to stay in a deficit, because food wasn't really like used so much for fun anymore. It was just kind of like, this is what I eat in the morning, this is what I eat for lunch, and this is what I eat at night. So I guess routines were helpful the most at that point. And drinking a lot of water too, because just keeping my belly full was like, that was, just water, something I guess to keep me from wanting to snack. So
That's so amazing. I completely agree. I mean, routine and habits and developing a structure seems to be like the ultimate component versus focusing on specific foods. So that's
Yeah.
totally cool. Let's talk about specific foods.
Okay.
I understand you're a big fan of mayonnaise.
Oh man.
What's with the mayo?
I don't even know. It's like an inside joke that's gone crazy, and I don't even like. If I even tried to explain it, I'm not sure it would make any sense. Basically, in a private conversation between me and a couple teammates, someone suggested Flonase when I had a stopped up nose, and Patrick, my coach, he said mayonnaise or something. So so I took it upon myself to take a picture of myself holding like 10 jars of mayo in the store. And that really cracked him up. So now everybody's like, oh, Veronica eats mayo, and that's her secret. So that's been a kind of the joke. Honestly, I don't even know if I should admit this on video, but I'm not that into mayo.
I'm not that into mayo.
Like, it's not that big a thing.
Secret's
I
out.
know.
So you mentioned that obviously diet plays a big role in your training, and right now you're trying to bulk. What kind of changes do you see in your training, like while you're bulking versus while you're cutting? Like obviously strength must be going up.
Yes. I have energy in the gym. Like bulking is such a different game. Like I have energy, my strength goes up. My bench press is particularly like every time I put on even just like a pound or two, my bench shoots up like 10 pounds, which is great. So it's a lot more, I guess, what's the word, encouraging. Cutting is like, just like, I feel like I'm spinning my wheels some days, you know, I'm achy all the time and I don't have the energy. But when I'm bulking, I'm like, it's every day. It's like, seems like there's new PRs all the time. So it's really a lot of fun. I like bulking, but I'm not very good at it. I'm trying to be better at it. Like I've kind of been stuck right now. So eating more calories has been really difficult.
To hear that, it just seems like, really, how hard could it be? And I know that you
That's what I used
understand
to say. Like I used to hate women that were like, I can't eat enough. I'm like, yeah, right, okay. But no, it's really tough. I'm like, I haven't really logged since my last competition because I've just been lazy about it. But when I was logging, I was eating like, I think 2,500 a day and just kind of staying in the same place. And so I'm going to have to get back on MyFitnessPal or something and probably aim for like 3,000, which is going to kill me.
Wow.
At my size, it's hard.
How often do you train? Like, per week? Like, what's the
4
goal
times
now?
a week. What's that?
Okay. What's the goal now? Like, where are you at? Like, are you going to compete soon or?
Well, right now, I don't have any major competitions coming up. I was going to do nationals. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it. I had to deal with life and kids and all that, and it just logistically didn't work out. But the only thing in the near future I have coming up is Eat, Train, Progress is having an October online virtual competition. So I'm going to do that just for fun, something to have a goal to look forward to. Otherwise, I'm going to wait until probably 2021 and see what else, what other drug-tested USPA meets come up and just go with that.
Sweet. And I understand you hold the record right now in that
I
class?
do. I have, okay, let's see. In the 60 kg weight class, I have the bench press and deadlift records. And in the 67 kg weight class, I have the deadlift and total records.
That's amazing. You're a mother, devoted wife. What kind of advice would you give for, a mother or an older woman who's, considering, oh, I'm not going to have enough time to do it. I'm busy. How do you juggle your responsibility with parenthood versus training?
Well, for me, in a way, it's easier because I have a gym at home. So that does help. And I hate to admit it, but sticking the kids in front of the TV and getting a workout in is pretty easy. But I didn't always work out at home. And I just think it sounds cliche, but it's really important to make time for yourself as a mother, time for your own hobbies. I swear up and down, powerlifting, weightlifting, all of that is what pulled me out of postpartum depression. And so that's partly why I cling to it. It keeps my mood elevated. It keeps me happy. And I think I encourage all women to try weightlifting because I think it's done some really, truly amazing things for me. And I started out where everybody else starts out at the beginning, and it's just done a lot for my mood, for my confidence in myself. And as a mother, it's done a lot for me too. My kids have something to look up to. So
For sure. So you've been competing for 2 years. You said you started about 6 years ago in this whole weight powerlifting journey. What kind of advice would you give your old self 6 years ago versus today?
To stop living in fear. The idea of competing, like, it took me a while to get there because I don't like being in front of people. I don't like doing things and having attention drawn to me. And I spent a lot of time just afraid of actually, taking the plunge and going for it and competing. And I was afraid of failure and all kinds of stuff like that just now seems so small to me. I've experienced failure and I've come out on the other side. And I think that's like the best thing that's happened to me, honestly. So
when it comes to food, all you can eat sushi or all you can eat steak?
Sushi. Sushi, for sure.
Donuts or cupcakes?
Donuts.
Okay, what's your favorite kind of donut?
Chocolate with sprinkles, probably. We get donuts for everybody in the family's birthdays. That's like our thing. We love them.
Nice. My thing's apple strudels. Fritters. Okay. If you could only do one workout, deadlift or bench?
Deadlift. Deadlifts for sure, but which is funny. I used to hate them too, by the way.
Well, I actually noticed you deadlift against a wall. Well, like you're always against a wall. Is that on purpose or is that okay?
I have to be.
Is that because of the room?
I think my gym is like 11 by 10 feet. It's like before we moved into this house, I had like this little layout drawn of the room and how many feet everything was and make sure it all fit in there. And it was just like barely it fit. So I had to do it that way.
Okay. I thought maybe it was like some like technique or like, secret of the trade. Nice. Well, thanks so much for your time today. Really appreciate the quick chat.
Yeah, it was fun.
I'm gonna keep following you. What's your so everyone knows your Instagram handle? Do you have a Twitter or anything like that?
My Instagram is Southern Barbell with an E, fitness .vc. So you may have to like write that one out because it's a little hard to just say.
Well, thanks. Good luck with the coolness of the weather there in Texas. We'll chat again soon, I'm sure.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for having me.
Bye. Cheers.